Welcome to the video. Hit the like button in the next 5 seconds or you'll never get huge muscles. Don't risk it, hit the like button. And we're gonna be hooking up 3 subscribers with the brand new PlayStation 5. So if you're interested in winning one, be sure you hit that subscribe button and leave a comment saying Sony PlayStation 5 for a chance to win. But seriously, if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button and I'll give you a cookie. But welcome back everybody to Homa Games on this beautiful day. Today we're not going to be talking about Fortnite, well we will a little bit, but we're going to be talking about the brand new Sony PlayStation 5 which got fully revealed yesterday, as well as we're going to be taking a look at some new gameplay actually on the PlayStation 5. And trust me, even if you're not a PlayStation player, if you play on the Xbox or Nintendo Switch or something like that, this video still has a lot of super relevant information for you because they're basically going to be setting the bar, and we can expect that in Microsoft's new Xbox and Nintendo's next gen system that they're going to have at least the exact same features that the PlayStation 5 has. This is absolutely huge news because we are getting our very first look at basically the next 10 years of gaming. It seems like more and more gamers every single year are moving away from playing on consoles and starting to play on PCs, just because you could play a wider variety of games and you could use a PC like for things like browsing the internet or school or work. So these new next gen consoles have to be insane, and as you guys are gonna find out in this video, they are indeed insane. We're gonna take a look at the actual console itself as well as the controller. We're gonna see the console in action. It's showing us some gameplay, some screenshots so we can see what the graphic looks like, and also the user interface and just how the overall PlayStation is gonna function in general. So right out of the gate, I'm gonna hit you guys with 2 pieces of information that I'm sure all of you are dying to know. The first one is, when is it gonna be released? Well, it turns out Sony is planning on releasing the new PS5 or PlayStation 5 during the holidays of next year. So be sure next year when Christmas rolls around to add the PlayStation 5 to your Christmas list. When the PS5 does finally officially launch, it is gonna cost $500. Now when I first heard that, I thought, holy cow, that's more than any gaming console ever. But it turns out, as you guys are gonna see in this video, $500 actually turns out to be pretty reasonable when you see everything that this bad boy has in it. Even though the PlayStation 5 doesn't launch until over a year from now, there are already many PlayStation 5s out in circulation. People already have their hands on it, and that is because anytime they come out with a new console, they make a couple of them in advance and they send them out to game developers so they can start preparing games that are going to run on the new PlayStation 5. And because Sony has already sent out so many PS5s to other game developers and whatnot, that is how we're able to get such an inside look at the PlayStation 5, and I'll show you all of that stuff in just a minute. Sony also went ahead and included in their patent that the PS5 will have a 3D holographic gaming screen. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, your PS5 will literally be able to play games in 3D. PS5 gaming will be in 3D. Maybe not every single game, but the console will have the capability, and as long as a game developer goes ahead and takes advantage of it, which I'm sure they will, you will be able to run games in 3D and you won't even need 3D glasses, which is the craziest part. I'm super interested to see how this actually ends up working. Sony didn't say anything about it in their press conference, but if you go and look at their official PlayStation 5 patent, the 3D holographic gaming screen is included in that. Next up, the PlayStation 5 will also have something called ray tracing. Basically, what that means is it's just gonna have a super good GPU or graphics card, and it's gonna have insane graphics. The graphics are actually gonna be so insane that the PS5 will be able to run in 8K resolution. I don't know about you guys, but I definitely don't own a single 8K TV or monitor, so I don't know. It's cool to see that they're preparing for the future, and 8K resolution Man, that might be too HD. I'm just kidding. But now we're getting into the super good stuff, ladies and gentlemen. If you thought the holographic gaming screen was cool, wait until you hear this. This is what I'm super excited about, and this is where we actually get to see some footage of the new PlayStation 5 in real life action. So the hard drive on this bad boy is going to be a solid state drive, which basically means it's a 19 times faster hard drive than what we've ever had in any gaming console before. So this sucker is going to load up games insanely quick, and there's going to be basically zero load time. I don't know about you guys, but for some reason, as long as I can remember playing console video games, there's always been insanely long load times. So I'm super happy that it looks like sitting there waiting for things to load is gonna be a thing of the past. Now here's where we actually get to see the PlayStation 5 in action. Sony did a press conference earlier this year, and they didn't even announce the PS5 at this point, okay? They were demonstrating a little bit, showing how quick it was gonna load, but they didn't have an official name for it yet. They just called it their next generation console. Well, as you can see in this clip, that the PlayStation 4 Pro, which is the more expensive version of the PlayStation 4 that has all the extra hard drive and everything, that loaded up in 8 seconds. It took forever. And then the new PlayStation 5 loaded up practically instantly. Like literally snap of a finger and boom, the PlayStation 5 was loaded. So it's insane to see how fast this thing actually functions, and I can't wait to actually be playing on it. But this is simply just the tip of the iceberg, ladies and gentlemen. It is even gonna have the ability for virtual reality. Now, you're still gonna have to go out and purchase a headset, which might set you back an extra 200, $100, something like that. But the big thing is that if you want to do virtual reality right now, you need like a $2,000 PC along with a $500 headset. So it's super awesome that the PlayStation 5 is basically going to replace that $2,000 PC that you would currently need to play virtual reality. But on the PlayStation 5, all you're going to have to do is get the headset, and I'm sure Sony and PlayStation will release a virtual reality headset right along the same time they do release the PlayStation 5. So then, you know, it'll be easy to use, compatible, and way cheaper than virtual reality is right now. Now, I know you're probably thinking, okay, that sounds super awesome, and I really want that console, because that's what I thought. And you're also thinking, how am I going to be able to afford a $500 console? That's insanely expensive. Well, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, we're going to be giving away 3 of these when they do launch, so make sure you hit the subscribe button and drop a comment down below saying PlayStation 5. But do not worry, just in case all of your friends get a PlayStation 5 and you don't, you will still be able to play with them. The PlayStation 5 will be fully cross-compatible with every console, so if you're on a PlayStation 4 and your buddies are all on PlayStation 5, you'll still be able to play right alongside them in whatever game. This will also work across other brands of consoles like PlayStation 5 to an Xbox One or PlayStation 5 to a Nintendo Switch. This is super awesome. It's a massive step forward for gaming since it's combining basically all the little sub-communities of gaming into one big community so everyone can play together. At the end of the day, I don't really think one console is better than another console. I think the biggest difference between all the consoles is essentially the controller. And I think each type of controller is different for every person. Whatever controller feels the best in your hand and you feel the most comfortable with is gonna be the best console for you. I think everyone may have a different best console, you know? So let's try and not start a console war down in the comment section. I'm just excited for the next gen of consoles and gaming moving forward as a whole, and I hope you guys are too. We also got our very first look at the new user interface or UI that we can expect to see on the Sony PlayStation 5, and it honestly sounds super incredible. I honestly think the user interface on a console is basically what makes or breaks it, because if it's difficult to figure out, then not a lot of people are going to get super comfortable on it, and they might not use their PlayStation or Xbox as much as they would if it was more easy to operate and simpler to find any settings or just navigate the menu as a whole. So I'm super excited to see that they've cleaned it up a little bit. There are some concept images on the screen, but Sony's official statement on the new UI says it's going to be very easy to select what game you want to play, and as soon as you click on it, you're immediately going to jump into the game, going through no main menu screens or loading screens. That means that literally from turning on your console, from being in match playing a game, is only going to be the click of 2 single buttons, which is absolutely insane. Go ahead and let me know your thoughts on the brand new Sony PlayStation 5 down below in the comment section. I'm super curious to see what you guys have to say, but please don't start a console war, okay? Like I said, I feel like whatever console is best is kind of varies person to person, so please do not start a console war. Let's all be friendly and just root on the progression of gaming as a whole. But thanks again for watching, everyone. I greatly appreciate you giving me a little bit of time to spend with me here on the channel. But thanks again for watching, everybody. Hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.